Hey, what's good? What's happening, everybody? You already know who this is, and it's definitely your favorite soulful child. Shark coming back at you once again with Artist of the Week, back to back. And you already know, man. If you don't know, that means you have not been tuning in. You have not listened to the song. But I got my man Bulk, Bulk, from the Hey, y'all, on the P.E.G podcast interview. And we're going to tap in and see what this artist of the week, who he is, what he's like, and what he got in the future. So, Bo, how are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, man. How are you? Thanks for having me on again. I appreciate it fully.
It's all good, man. Hey, I appreciate you getting on the diversity, especially from a different country, man. Like, yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's dope that I even managed to reach out to you in the first place. So I appreciate you having me on, man. Fully, 100%.
Yeah, and I really think Saucy and Real is dope, and we're actually going to talk about them in a few. But tell the listeners, everybody just watching, everybody that's looking right now, man, tell them, who is Bulk and where you from?
My name is Bulk, B-U-L-K. I'm a rapper from Bedford in the UK. I've got like 2 projects out. My last one's called Brainstorm. It's got 7 tracks. It's on all digital stores. Yeah, I made like various music really, from like grime, rap, like R&B kind of sounds to singing. Any sort of genre really, but you can find me at Official Bulk on all social networking sites. And yeah, check out my music, man. I'm about.
I'm telling you, I got you on repeat, man. I think all the artists from Artists of the Week are dope, but there's one that come in and I know their name off the back, like Bulk. I know yours right off the back because like it's unique, it has character, it has flavor, and it's like, yeah, he's from the UK, so why not? So that's dope, man. That's dope. And how long have you been doing music?
For a long time still. Like I first started making music in like 2005. But I say I wouldn't really took it seriously until about 3 years ago. So like really my whole solo career started taking seriously about 3 years ago, I'd say.
That's dope. And before then you didn't dab into music or nothing like that?
Well, yeah, I did my first project when it was like 2008. So I was only like 15 at the time. And like that was like a little mixtape. It wasn't like the best thing, but it was just something out there. I was in a group called Blueprint from like 2010 to 2016. We did 4 group projects together, went on like radio and stuff like that. But then after I left the group and we kind of did our own thing, that's when I started making my solo music. And then I did 2 tapes since then and just put out a hell of videos really.
Oh, that's heavy, man. That's real dope. That's dope. And then I'm pretty sure in between that time from 2008 to now, you see a whole lot of growth. You see yourself developing to the part that you want to be.
Yeah, so you find ways of like being able to create the things you got in your head and put it into like material, and the whole process becomes a bit easier really over time. So at first, some things that were just an idea seem like really impossible, but then throughout the years, you just find like things are just easier and easier to accomplish. So yeah, it's been really dope. Getting there slowly but surely, but still got a long way to go though.
Yeah, a long way to go. Yeah. I feel like on a journey, especially like music, art, any type of art, when you're being creative, I feel like you have to understand the process, understand the growth. And then like you said, like, okay, I'm good here, but I have a long way to go. So that's a good mind to keep, good mind.
With any sort of art, it's always infinite. Do you know what I mean? There's never no like a final version or anything, because you're always getting better. So it's just always going to continue to grow as long as I'm in it. So that's the thing.
Right. So the project itself, Saucy and Real came off of your album, Brainstorm. So tell people a little bit about that album. Those 2 fiery songs that you was able to display to the world internationally too. So talk a little bit more about Real first and then dive into Saucy and that project that you worked on.
Yeah, sick. So Real, that's more like a harmonic type of tune. It's got some rapping elements in there too. It's quite just an easy listen, really. I made the whole kind of project quite like easy listening to, so I was kind of trying to make it for like performance reasons really. But yeah, that one, the whole topic behind the song was just to demonstrate like you ain't gotta act a certain way to be real or do anything in particular to be real, other than just like being yourself and just staying true to yourself. So that's kind of the message I was trying to put out there. And hopefully that come across. But yeah, just put like loads of good sounds in there, like a variation of like elements of like music from like I said, from the rapping to the singing, little breakdown, other little various bits. And then same sort of thing with Saucy, really. Like Saucy was like quite harmonic again. It's quite like singy for me. Like I'm more known for like doing rapping sort of stuff, like hard bars and stuff like that. Like prior to that project, so that was like
Yeah.
the first project where I really got to experiment to like using my singing sort of vocals, which I kind of picked up and then kind of grew, like I said, throughout time. So yeah, man. And then yeah, the whole project, yeah, like I said, the old projects before they were really like more bars, so there wasn't much singing and just straight from start to finish, either bars or just verse, chorus, with no like bridges or breakdowns or
Right.
any other elements in there. But then with that last project, I managed to like just like understand the song structure a lot better. So I can have like an intro, I can have a verse, I can have like a singing bit or a bridge or a breakdown or an outro, and like just combining it all together really. So with that project Brainstorm, it is on all digital stores, at official bulk. But yeah, it's just an easy listen really. I've got a couple of tunes that are really hard, like with like bars. I had to put a few in there still, but the rest of them are just hopefully like enjoyable. Do you know what I mean? And relatable. That's the thing.
It is. That's why I said I like it. I vibe with it. I rock with it. Like my kids, they vibe with it. They rocking with it. They like it. And, you know, it catches people attention because, like you said, you bring something different to the table. Was singing like was a little new for you on this project?
Yeah. So the project before that was mainly like just bars. But then my last song on the previous project called Menace to Bulk, the last song was like my first ever proper singing song. So then
Yeah.
after that, when I made the next project Brainstorm, which was like more that sort of vibe. So my last single from the first one was called Fine Wine. That's how I got like the most amount of views on my YouTube with Grime Daily at the minute, really. And then yeah, it's went on from there. But yeah, like you said, with my last project Brainstorm, it's quite like varied in terms of like genres. So I've got like a hard one with like bars, one about girls, got like a party tune.
Yeah.
I've got, you know what I mean? I tried to just mix up really with the last one. So it's like got something for everyone. That's the thing.
And I think that by you being so diverse and being open to okay, I'm gonna bring rapping, I'm gonna bring the singing, I'm gonna bring the culture, and I'm gonna let people know who I am, the authenticity of being Vogue. I think that was a good flair onto the whole thing. And you know, the project itself, I think, was dope. And I would have never known that you didn't sing before. You know, it is says, and that gives everybody a way to see, because you know, I feel like some artists they rap, but if you say, hey, you gotta sing too, they're like, wait, I'm not a singer, I'm a rapper. So the fact that other rappers can see and artists can see, oh, Volk is being diverse, he's doing both, they won't scare them to challenge, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I was like that myself before, to be fair. My engineer would be there and be like, yo, sing this. And I was just there like, because I didn't have the confidence, like, do you know what I mean? So then like, over time, when I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do it, do you know what I mean? And then the more I kept hearing the development, like we were saying, the easier it just become. And now, like, I can just go in the booth and sing whatever, pretty much. Like, and like, practice makes better, do you know what I mean? Like, nothing's perfect in life. So as long as you practice it, like, do you know what I mean? It'll only get better.
So how long did you practice it till you feel like, okay, it sounds good?
That's a good question still. I mean, I've always tried singing. Do you know when you hear like a song on like the radio or something you really, really like? I just try singing along to it all the time. Like I might not be able to sing it, but I try. But then with them ones, it's like not too long to be fair. Like I knew I could do it in my head, it just I wasn't confident in doing it. So like, yeah, I'd say maybe about in terms of like taking the singing thing proper, I'd say about 6 months to a year. But in terms of those tunes, maybe only like a few months.
Okay, okay, that's so dope. That's dope. So,
Yeah.
you know, everybody's listening to the song. Everybody's feeling the song. It's wave. It's a heat. So, what was the biggest challenge? I would say, besides the singing, you know, what's the biggest challenge on this project that you had to face? That you felt like in the other projects you didn't have to face that.
I suppose it's just like just trying to carry the same sound for the whole project. Whereas like my project before, because it was a mixtape, like I could just put any tune on there. Whereas like the last one, I kind of wanted to make sure every song kind of fitted and sounded like as a whole project rather than just random songs. So that was probably the most challenging part, just making sure everything kind of fitted together well on the project.
Did it scare you a little bit, that challenge? You know, most people see a challenge as a defeat. Did you see it as a defeat?
Nah, I enjoyed it. I liked it. To be fair, it was a lot easier because when you've got like one sort of idea or plan to stick to, it's very easy.
Right.
Um, So yeah, I could just carried on doing that for like more and more tunes. But then I thought that was enough for that project. Now it's time for me to try or experiment or do something else. Do you know what I mean?
Right. I feel that. I feel that. I think that it's really good to display like different music, different cultures, and I do think it's good for other artists to open up and expand their horizon, especially the way you did. You know, you could have been like, nah, I'm not rocking with this singing. This stuff is challenging, and you could have changed the whole song, but you
Yeah.
stay dedicated, and that's real fire. Um, what is something that you would give other artists like as an advice when they're facing their hardship, but they want to finish the song?
I'd say it's keep pursuing. Like that's probably like every artist's like downfall. Because you'll make a song and then like you might even just sit on it for a month or two or three or maybe even a year. And then because you've heard it so many times, you might get bored of it personally. But it's not because it's not a good tune, it's just because you've heard it so many times. Whereas
Right.
if like, you just keep the same confidence that you had when you first made the song and say, even though I've heard it X amount of times, I still want everyone else to see what they think of it. Because like you just don't know who's gonna hear it and who still might like it. Do you know what I mean? Just because it's not new to yourself, it'll still be new to everyone else. Do you know what I mean? So never really like doubt it. If you've made it and you believe in it and you're happy with it, just always just go through with it and put it out.
So basically, they're just staying dedicated to that grind.
Yeah, yeah, literally, 100%.
That's what. So what is any projects right now that you're working on that you're excited about?
I am kind of working on a project, but I kind of just want to be a bit free at the minute. So I don't really want to tie myself 100% down to like a project. So I'm just like, just dibbling, dabbling into bits. So I'm doing a bit for my project, a bit for other people, for their songs or projects. And just, yeah, just going with the flow, really.
That's what's up. So you show love, you focus on yours, and then you go help other people on theirs.
Yeah, see, and plus, like, even with the growth thing, like, you learn from other people and just, even just like collaborating two different sounds together, it just
Yeah,
like, it makes it grow even more, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I do enjoy doing that too.
that's pretty fire. That's fire. That's like me too. Like I feel like I can learn from other artists. I can learn from other business people. And if I'm in a room with them, I ask them a bunch of questions. And even if I'm not asking questions, I'm listening to how they're doing it, how their sound is, because you can something up from them and then put it into your music or put it into your business or whatever it is. So that's
Yeah,
pretty,
so,
you know.
yeah, like
So
it's just the whole understanding and just communicating as well. Like, do you know what I mean? It just helps you just grow as a person and develop further. So it's only like a win-win situation. Do you know what I mean for both people?
yeah, it is. It is. What is far as like growth? Okay, because we spoke on growth, and you like to be around people that not only help you grow but impact you. So, far as your growth, what is something that you can say since you started, you have grown and become better?
Um, like I say, probably just the whole process, really. So, like in terms of communicating with people, understanding how music business works, because it is a business at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? So, just managing everything as well. Because obviously, starting off, it does get a bit tricky because you're trying to focus on so many different things at once. But then, like
Right.
once you understand, like okay, like the bars is one part, the music video is the next part, marketing is the other part, then my social networks is the other part, and do you know what I mean? And all these other little things like promotion and whatever, whatever. Once you manage to just like handle them all and just find like a good process for you, that's kind of like the growth really. And then the more easier it gets, the more people kind of want to help and support. And do you know what I mean? It just becomes a whole network really, and it becomes bigger than you eventually.
It does. It does. And that's what I like about it the most is
Yeah.
meeting new people and meeting people that you probably wouldn't have met if you sat behind your bedroom or at home or just
Yeah.
inside. So it same as me and you would have never met if both of us decide like, nah, I'm just gonna chill. I'm not gonna like
Yes.
destiny, you know. And
Yeah.
this link happened. So that's definitely dope that you're out here and not only empowering yourself, but empowering other people too. You know,
Yeah.
you don't many artists that be like, okay, let me help you over here. It's always about them. It's always about making their music. But the fact that you say, I'm gonna work on me, I'm gonna work on you, I'm gonna help elevate myself, I'm gonna help elevate you. Hey, they let you know you perfect for the P.E.G podcast, man. You out here elevating people.
That's what I was thinking when I saw your name for the positive energy generation. I was like, yeah, that's my podcast. So I need to get on there still.
Yeah, yeah. I'm all about positive energy generations, and it's like I feel like it's for generations to come, no matter what generation you're in, you can spread positive energy. You
Yeah,
know,
literally.
and
And
your
there's
song.
good sort of attraction as well. Like positive energy attracts positive. Do you know what I mean? So the more you put out, the better for everyone, man.
Yeah. So what is one of the songs that you've written already? It could be on the album Brainstorm or any others that you have, but what is a song that you already written that challenged you the most? You know, you was writing it, you're like, I could either stop this song and redo a whole different song, or I can go on. Which one of those songs was it?
Out of that last project, I'd say Saucy still.
I
But like I
see.
said, I wasn't confident singing. And then at first, it's really weird because like I went back to that song probably about 4 or 5 times. That's what I mean. It was just hard because like I did the first singing bit and it just didn't sound right. Like something wasn't right, so I had to keep going back to it, tweaking it. And then only till I added the higher singing harmonic bits on top of it is when it started all coming together. So that was quite tricky. And like when I shot the video for it, I only had like the first version of the song, so it sounded like nothing like it does today. So we shot the video like abroad and that, and it didn't even sound all that great. But by the time I finished the track, it would just come together perfect.
So does the video suffice as much as the song?
Yes, yeah. So the video is on Vivo on my channel, Bulk Vivo on YouTube, or you can find it on my channel, Artificial Bulk. But yeah, I shot the video before I'd even finished the song. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, that's dope. Like we get a lot more feedback first before you actually put the song out.
Nah, I've like I said, I only really it's only me and my engineer, so I'm like, if I feel it and I know he thinks it's good, then we're just gonna put it out.
So basically, you just have to believe in yourself.
Yeah, that's it, yeah, man. Because at the end of the day, like even if no one likes it, I'm only doing it for me at the end of the day. As much as I appreciate everyone supporting and coming out, like it's my craft. I know why I've done it, how I've done it. It's my kind of form of expression. Do you know what I mean? So even if one person likes it, that's the thing.
One person like it, yeah. You just put it out there anyway. You like it, and like you said, it may not be today, but you may look up 2-3 years now and it hit 1 million, you know, or it hit 2 million. You never know. They just
Yes.
continue, so it's out there. So hey man, it's always about showing love. So what is something that you can give to the audience, to the artists that will help them to keep pushing forward, you know, in that moment where they feel like the song is not right or they're being challenged by singing, rapping, or whatever it is, write a new book. What is something that you can give or say to help them push a little further?
I just say follow your gut. Your gut's always right. Do you know what I mean? In life, like I've made songs sometimes and I feel like it's probably not the right thing, and I've just like I scrapped it and then I've started something else instead. And then the next thing I've written has been better than the one before. So I thought, do you know what I mean? Like I've just been happy, comfortable with it. So just follow your gut really. And like if you believe in it, then like I said, no matter what anyone tells you ever, it don't really matter because as long as you believe in it, that's the main thing.
Hey man, and I know our time difference are different too. You're like 3, almost 4 o'clock over there in the PM.
Yeah, 4 p.m. now, yeah.
Yeah, it's about like almost 10 a.m. here.
Well, I didn't even wake up till 10 a.m. today. I only woke up at 10 a.m. today.
Oh, you just woke up. So now we switching. Man. But
Yeah,
very dope to just not only hear you speak, but to dive in who Boke is, let the listeners who's the creator behind Saucy, Real, you know what I'm saying, what empower you to do it. And now hopefully after this podcast, it gives the artists and other individuals how to push forward, you know, like you said, never give up because you have your dreams. And if one person, you're doing something good every day, so one person like you said, you can at least, my motto is at least if I reach one person, I'm good. You know, if I impact one person a day, I feel like I've accomplished something. So
yeah. The other thing is as well, like in this generation and time, it's very easy just to be negative about things. Do you know what I mean? So like, it's easy to like comment or do bad things. Do you know what I mean? So like, I just ignore the bad stuff and just focus on the positive stuff. Do you know what I mean? That positivity takes you further than anything negative ever will. So.
nah, man, forget that negativity, man. Like you said, it's during this generation to be so negative. But the positivity we're here to spread, man. You're the generation to spread the energy of positivity. You know what I'm saying? It's up to us. Nah, man. No negativity, all positivity.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, hey,
Positive.
I appreciate everything you're doing, man. You always love and family on the P.E.G podcast, man. Gonna continue to shout you out, continue to show you love, and just keep empowering people, man. It means a lot that you're doing that over there, wherever you are. You impact the people. It means a lot, you know. So I appreciate it. And if no one ever appreciated it, I just want you to know I appreciate what you're doing. Keep doing your
I
hey, and the
appreciate it. Really.
podcast. Love you, man.
Mm.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? So hey, everybody that's listening to this right now, go follow my man Bulk, Bulk, on all platforms. Follow his social media, follow his music. If you ain't listened to his music, you're lost right now. You need that positive energy, man. So go check it out on all platforms and go check out his song Saucy and Real on the P.E.G podcast. I'm not playing on just iHeartRadio, but playing on all platforms. I'm saying it's Saucy and Real. Don't forget it. Go check it out. And Bulk, I'm so proud of you, man. I'm gonna keep telling you, nobody love you, man. Today, tomorrow, yesterday. Know that Char loves you. PG Podcast loves you, man. And we encourage your music. So keep going, keep moving, live to inspire. And I appreciate it on the PEG Podcast. You feel me? I appreciate that, man.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it 100%. And keep doing your thing as well. You're killing it over there too.
Oh yeah, man. It's all love. It's all love.